Just got good.
Oh, we're getting Twitter.
That's okay. We'll be alright. If someone starts phoning you now, though, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Let's hope no one calls you. I'm sure no one actually calls you. I'll call you. Let me get my phone. I'm the only person that texts him today. I'm joking. I'm joking. He's been very popular. He's been very hospitable as well since I've been here. So what's your address? We'll give it out and we'll stick it on like Airbnb.
Craigslist.
Craigslist, yes.
Okay, hello everyone. I am David Luca, o David Luca si tu hablas español.
Hola, je m'appelle. Shit, that's French. Well, I'm going to go with it. We may have some French followers. Je m'appelle Drew Dixon. I can also say that in Italian. Je m'appelle Drew Dixon.
Io sono Drew Dixon.
That's it. Hi, I'm Drew Dixon from the UK. Can you tell by my accent?
I think you wiped one of your eyebrows off when we were having sex.
I only got one eyebrow there. So my eyebrows are really fair. I like these nice, dark, deep, like, Espanol eyebrows. And I just, you know, okay, I have got an eyebrow thing.
I can't, have I just outed you as not having eyebrows?
Oh my God, you've just told everybody. I use like a little bit of eyebrow makeup.
You don't need to explain yourself. It's 2019. A man can wear makeup. Yeah.
Okay.
So you probably get this way more than I do, but a lot of people send me messages asking how they can get into porn. What is your advice? What do you normally say to them? What is your response?
Okay, so the first thing I tell people is to apply online. Because I have no power in getting someone in front of the camera.
Exactly. It's hard enough getting ourselves in front of the
right?
camera, and we've got I've got a bit of a following, you've got a serious following, and like
right. Don't you just? I had to. Just good lighting. It's lovely lighting. So I tell people to go and apply online. Now you've got to use your initiative. All of this, all the way through, you have to use your initiative. And if something, this is the thing, for me, it's been trial and error all the way through. If something doesn't work, then you try something different until it works. You go to the websites you want to work for, the studios, because they are out there, and you go to the bottom of the page.
Stop watching Pornhub. Like, you need to think about whose video you're watching on Pornhub and go to their original.
You have to go to the source. You have to go to the studio. And normally at the bottom, 9 times out of 10, at the bottom of that page of that studio, it will be an apply to model, and you have to put your best foot forward. It is going to, all the application forms are very similar. So this, I don't tell you this bit going forward, but you will soon discover that they want your stage name. So you need to think of what your name's going to be. And it has to be a porn. It has to roll off the tongue. It can't just be...
The only guy who's managed to get away with a really stupid name is Leo Rex Bunny. But the name's probably helped.
But you know, well, he's taken the bunny off now.
Has he? Well,
yeah, Leo Rex, if you're watching it, you're just Leo Rex, right?
Well, okay, so listen to the advice. Pick a normal-ish name.
It has to, I mean, so...
Drew Dixon.
Drew Dixon. Where did you get David Luca from?
Ah, good question. When I was a teenager, I used to watch a lot of videos from an actor called Gianni Luca, who was this hot Italian-American sub-bottom. He did Gag the Fag. It was, oh my God, I was just obsessed with him. So that's where the Luca came from. And then David, because I'm half Latino, I'm half English, David and David worked in English and Spanish. It's a normal name in Spain, normal name in the UK. And then the Luca with an Italian surname means that Spanish people don't think I'm completely Spanish. English people, well, don't think I'm completely English. And it's sort of a little bit interesting. And
see, there's some thought behind that.
Yeah, I put thought in. You probably just like spun a bottle or something and it landed on Drew Dixon.
I went for the yellow pages. You know, so I used to work in an office, and there was a really, really hot guy in the office whose surname was Drew. And there was a really, really hot guy in the office whose surname was Dixon. Yeah, anyway, I put those two names together and, hey presto, Drew Dixon was born, so. And also, so, you have to
What were we saying?
We were talking about getting into porn. So
you have good photos. Oh, and you know what you're going into as well. Mental health business. Yeah,
so the photos are one thing. Obviously, you know, you're going to want all studios want a portfolio photos. So you need to, normally you get 4 shots, a front, a back shot, a hard erection shot, and a butt shot, or, you know, or a face shot. Using my hands, and a shot with a Cadbury's cream egg.
Always.
Yeah. So you want to, you want to make sure that those photos that you're putting out there are good quality, and I mean, ideally someone else is taking them for you. Do not use selfies. Get a friend. He's really good at taking photos. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I'll pay you later.
So you already had.
Oh, I have. Alright. Gave you that bit for free.
Hey, I gave you some last night for free.
That is true. We're sharing.
Don't tell anyone I talked. That's so embarrassing.
You just told everybody. He's just talked. Bringing out the verse card.
Thank you.
I know, yeah, it's gone back into his wallet now. He won't see it for another year. Don't get too used to it. And then there's the whole, you are putting yourself out there to the world. Lots of guys I know have set up a Twitter account. So they have a little bit of a name, and they're using their Twitter accounts to retweet stuff that they like, they enjoy. They're posting stuff that they want to post.
And if you like being an exhibitionist, I personally don't, Drew loves it. Do some free videos, home videos, post them on Twitter. They will go crazy. You know, you might get some decent retweets, people might see that. And then when you link that Twitter account to whoever you're applying for, that really helps.
You got to fit your Instagram. Bearing in mind, Instagram, you got to be so PC. We'll come on to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So PC, but that is your profile. That is your portfolio. Someone's going to come to your Twitter account, and if it's just filled with rubbish, then it's not going to be engaging. It's not going to encourage followers. It's not going to encourage retweets. It's not going to encourage a footfall. It's not going to build your name and as a brand or anything like that up. So, you know, you can start straight away. But
I remember Instagram has, if we talk about the difference between Twitter and Instagram has rules. You can post underwear pics, you can post topless pics, but keep it decent, because you don't want to reach 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 followers and then get a shadow ban and then not be able to use the account. You have to follow the rules on Instagram. Drew barely does it. I have no idea how your account is still up. You're an absolute slut. I have only ever had 1 picture taken down on this account, because they closed my last 2, I think.
Oh my god. So you've been through 2 accounts already?
I think so.
I think I've been through
but
2.
this one, like, I'm doing well, I'm doing okay. I only had 1 picture taken down, I've had any problems. But I don't post arse pics. Oh wait, I posted 1, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you look through my Instagram account, it's
just your bleached asshole.
God, I wish it was fucking bleached.
I like a natural.
I like it natural, yeah. Yeah, I push the boundary to the limit. I probably shouldn't go as far as I do. And it is a bit of a risk, because, you know, you do spend a long time. You know, I was spent most of 2018 shadow banned, and
because he's a bad boy.
I'm a bad boy. I've been in Instagram jail so many times.
2018 shadow ban.
Right?
So how to get into porn? Back to the subject.
How to get into porn? You need to also, so we've talked about having a name, building a little bit of a brand. You're getting yourself onto social media. You are posting some of your own stuff. Exhibitionist, that is a thing, because I am an exhibitionist. I like to be naked in front of cameras. I like to be naked in front of people. It gets me off. It helps me get to the finish line when I'm on set and I need to come. You know, they're like ready for cum shots, and I'm thinking, right, people are watching me. I'm naked in front of a load of people, and, you know, this is horny.
You have to be able to perform. Like, we've all had days when it's been difficult. I've never not come in a scene. There are other actors I know who have not come in a scene. Occasionally you can do a fake cum shot, but you have to be able to do stuff on the cue.
Well, you know, typically, like, if the rules are, if you don't come, you don't get paid. It's they call it the money shot for a reason. It's what.
It's why you get paid.
It's why you get paid. It's sales to do. I mean, it's what people want to. It's what, you know, you're watching porn at home and you want to scroll down to the cum shot. You want to know if it's going in his ass. You want to know if it's going in his mouth. If you're women, maybe in her mouth or her mouth or her tits or whatever, you know, like, or if they're going to eat it, they're going to share a kiss, you know, you want to know what's going on at the end. So, you know, that has to happen, right? La, 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 la. Love cam. So we talked about Twitter, oh yeah, performing, right?
And porn is a business. It's an image, it's a brand. That was the next
thing. It is. It's, you can't just go in. It's fun. Bless you. Oh my gosh,
Sorry.
your chair like bounced up and down. Oh, it's gonna earthquake. Oh my god. We procrastinate so badly. I'm so bad at this. Porn is a business.
Yes, you have to take it seriously. Okay. I would say to people, if you want to do a one-off scene just for the, in Spanish we say morbo, like just for the kink, the fun of it, just to have the fun, then do it, have that fun, do that one scene, you've ticked it off your bucket list, that's great. If you do, I don't think anyone can really live from porn, just porn anymore. You have to do escorting, you have to do something else on the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you do want to turn it into a career, if you want to build an image and a brand, remember it is an image, you are a brand. You're not just some Instagram famous gay guy who's having lots of sex and you're doing it for fans, stuff like that. You have to think about how you behave, how you act. Ironic that I'm saying this because I'm the first person to like start a fight about Donald Trump on Twitter and call someone a word that shouldn't be used in public. But you might be better off telling this bit because I'm just a hypocrite really about brand and image and trying to be a nice person. I mean, he's actually horrible in real life.
I'm a horrible bitch. You have to be very diplomatic. Yes, I appreciate it. When it comes to Twitter or social media, something happens and you want to comment on it, or something happens in the world and you want to put a post on, you want to express yourself. That's fine. It's social media, and you know we should be social. It should be there for us to have healthy conversations. But what it's not there is, you know, to start tearing people down and being quite bullying, harassment, and being aggressive, saying, you know, this is my opinion and this is the only opinion that matters. You have to appreciate that if you're going to put your opinion out there, then you have to appreciate that other people are going to say, okay, I choose to disagree, and you have to just accept that. So it gets a little bit, you have to be diplomatic. You don't see, I don't know, big brands, think of sports brands or clothing brands and stuff, you don't see them online getting really aggressive and bitchy or shady or whatever towards other companies or politics or this, that and the other. Maybe you do, I don't really follow them, all of them, but so you as a brand, as an individual, shouldn't really be doing the same either unless it's going to really contribute and it's giving people food for thought.
Also, no one has ever gotten anywhere in porn by being a bitch, being a diva, by not being nice to other people, not being nice to other actors. If you look at the big people, or the people who work a lot and are doing really well now, people like you, I think we talked about Gabriel Cross, like he works all the time because he's nice to everyone. Not that I know personally, just...
Yeah, he is, he's a nice guy, I like him. Yeah, so going back to branding and image and stuff, you're right, you've got to be nice to people. You have to treat others how you wish to be treated. I know that's so cliche, but you do. I have, the bulk of my work has come from, you know, I've gone out somewhere and you know, my work ethic is so important to me, and being polite, being friendly, turning up on time, turning up sober, you know.
So many actors have turned up late, turned up hungover, turned up high from the night before, or it's so unprofessional. This is a job. You wouldn't get a job in an office and turn up there
you would get
high
sacked.
Or turn up there 3 hours late. That's not how you get repeat work.
No, that's it. So like, and also not only then do you have to perform all the way through your scene, but at the end of it, I will speak to the producers and I'll speak to the people who the casting, who booked me, whoever, and I said, have I done a good job? Is this okay?
What can I improve on?
You know, you ask for
shave your toes.
Constructive criticism, and you also ask, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that that studio has got a marketable and saleable product. So have I done something? Have I given you something that you're going to now be able to sell? So, and if the answer is yes to all of that, you then get to come back. And that's why I've been able to go back and I've been able to speak to students and say, hey, look, I'm going to be in town. And they're like, oh, that's great. We've already worked with you. We know who you are. We know your work ethic. Come on in for the shoot. And it's like, it just becomes so much easier. There is the whole snowball effect.
Yeah, definitely.
And I definitely feel like the last 6 months for me has had that snowball effect because of the work that has gone out there.
Last summer when I moved to Malaga, I had that snowball effect. Sadly, I have issues with hard kinks, so they've cut me off. So we don't talk about that. But that snowball effect works. When you meet some great guys and you're nice and you work hard, you put the effort in, it really builds. Like, especially with it helps with the travel stuff. You get more bookings, you do more stuff when that happens. So I think that should be one video of its own, talking like the how to get into porn. I think that was good.
I just want to do that. This is the video by itself as well.
Shit.